Well, the clock is ticking and just 3 days to go for the mega opposition meeting in Patna, for which Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has been busy rallying all parties opposed to the BJP. The Chief Minister today was to be in Chennai to attend the birth centenary event of the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi. However, he cancelled the visit at the last minute, raising many speculation, but his deputy Tejashwi Yadav represented him instead. Hours after his arrival, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin confirmed that he will be present at the Patna meeting on June 23. But while chiefs of various parties are on board, there appears to be one thing missing. What is going to be the one issue that binds all of these parties together? What is the glue that holds all of these parties together? Today, another formula was added to the mix when Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal, who is also going to be present on the 23rd in Patna for this opposition meeting, said that before anything else, if democracy is to be saved, then all the opposition parties must first unite to condemn the ordinance brought in by the centre on the issue of services.
इस कांग्रेस से मैं उम्मीद करता हूं सारी पार्टियां पूछेंगी उस मीटिंग में, भाई आप अपना स्टैंड बताइए। और मैं समझता हूं कि सबसे पहला उस मीटिंग का सबसे पहला एजेंडा होगा अध्यादेश, कि दिल्ली के अंदर जनतंत्र को ख़त्म करने के लिए, और मैं वहाँ सारी पार्टियों को समझाऊंगा, टेक्निकली भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लेके जाऊंगा, मैं संविधान लेके जाऊंगा, कि आप ये ना समझें कि ये दिल्ली आधा राज्य है इसलिए दिल्ली के बारे में ये अध्यादेश आया है। ये अध्यादेश तमिलनाडु में भी आ सकता है, ये अध्यादेश महाराष्ट्र में भी आ सकता है, वेस्ट बंगाल में भी आ सकता है, पंजाब में भी आ सकता है।
Now remember, there were various proposals that have been pitched by other party leaders as well. It appears that different parties have their own agenda on the table in the Patna meeting. Akhilesh Yadav yesterday said that we should focus on PDA, Pichda, Backward, Dalit, which is the Dalit community, and Alpsankyak, which means the minorities, to defeat the NDA. Now, how are all of these parties going to decide what part of the minority vote bank they are going to aim for and what other parties are going to aim for is still not clear. Now, Akhilesh Yadav had stressed that a joint opposition should support one party which is strong in a particular state. Congress, on the other hand, floated the idea of fielding a common opposition candidate on 450 seats to take on the BJP. And then there are leaders like Mamta Banerjee, like Jagan Mohan Reddy, like the BRS, who are saying, we have our own states that we are very protective about. The Congress should try and field their candidates in other states, but should stay off the turf of local satraps. Now, while all of these parties are going to be on one platform in Patna to draw out their 2024 strategy, will this shadow boxing behind the scenes finally end? And will they be able to zero in on that one issue that will be the glue that holds them together?
मैं सिर्फ एक बात कर रहा हूं, विपक्षी एकता तो हो रही है, होगी, भाजपा 100 सीटों के अंदर समेट देंगे। पर राजस्थान के बारे में कहना चाहता हूं, एक आदर्श सरकार के रूप में काम कर रही। श्रेष्ठतम और वरिष्ठतम मुख्यमंत्री हैं गहलोत जी। जो योजनाएं उन्होंने स्वास्थ्य के बारे में चलाई हैं, महिलाओं के बारे में चलाई हैं, गरीबों के बारे में चलाई हैं, उसका भी जिक्र हो। अब एक दूसरे से राजनीति में भाई नहीं कहा जाएगा, बहन नहीं कहा जाएगा, तो क्या गाली दी जाएगी? और भ्रष्टाचार की बात तो आप ना करें। जिसके 2 मंत्री अंदर हों, वो भ्रष्टाचार के लिए सलाह न दें।
Now, the BJP has hit out naturally at the opposition parties, and particularly Nitish Kumar, pointing out about how all of these parties are talking about saving democracy, but this very meeting is going to happen in a state where serious cases of corruption, from the collapse of an under-construction bridge to a recently unearthed ambulance scam, of how tenders were awarded in an irregular fashion to a member of parliament of the JDU, a firm related to him. All of these are being unearthed. So if you're talking about saving democracy, can you turn a blind eye to corruption?
क्या कांग्रेस के लोग नीतीश कुमार जी से सवाल पूछेंगे? क्या सीपीएम के लोग नीतीश कुमार जी से सवाल पूछेंगे? क्या अखिलेश यादव सवाल पूछेंगे कि आपके राज्य में क्या हो रहा है? एक तरफ गंगा जी में पुल गिर जाता है और एक तरफ गरीब लोगों के स्वास्थ्य के साथ, जीवन के साथ खिलवाड़ होता है। क्या इसी सुशासन की बिना पर ये लोग साथ खड़े होंगे ये सवाल हम जरूर पूछना चाहेंगे.
This is the odd even formula of Arvind Kejriwal. On odd days, he abuses the Congress. On even day, he goes and sits with them. And therefore, this kind of formula where you have Dosti in Patna and Kushti in Rajasthan only exposes the sheer hypocrisy on which this entire foundation of so-called opposition unity is resting. On the one hand, you have Prime Minister who is taking India's narrative forward with a mission and vision, and these parties are only there for saving their family, political profession, corruption, commission, and their obsession with Modi, and that's why they are only odd even friends.
All right, joining us on the debate, we have Neeti Jain, spokesperson of the BJP, JVC Sriram, political commentator, Nikhil Jain, political analyst, and Irsan Trivedi, political analyst and supporter of the Aam Aadmi party. Let me simply ask you this, Nikhil Jain. Arvind Kejriwal today has said that we'll talk about unity later. First of all, the Congress and others should come and tell us that they will support us on the issue of the services ordinance because democracy must be saved. Will you support them on the ordinance to save democracy?
That's the point. He doesn't want to talk about building a united front. He doesn't want to talk about countering Modi together. He only wants to talk about something that is of his personal interest, holding power in Delhi. He only wants to talk about his ministers in jail on alleged corruption charges. That's the problem with Kejriwal, that Kejriwal isn't yet able to understand that in a country where it's a democracy, politics is a game of consensus. You can't be a lone wolf. If you are an opposition party and the government party or the ruling party is doing something wrong, you have to stand together. But
that is exactly what he's telling the Congress. That here is the Modi government behaving in a dictatorial fashion. You can't even support him to support democracy. That's the least the Congress can do for democracy.
When the Congress and other parties tell him that, boss, we are in a problem, our leaders are unfairly being jailed, and the BJP is clamping down on opposition leaders to stifle democracy in the country, then he doesn't care about it. When people in Kashmir were crying out that Article 370 has been removed, we've been turned into a union territory, our assembly has been taken away, then he was lauding and cheering on it. Oh, wow, 370, I like 370. It's just such a hypocrisy on his part that a man who was cheering the complete taking away of a legislature of a state is now in a fix simply because his powers have been reduced. He continues to retain the legislature. He continues to be the chief minister. In Kashmir, in Jammu and Kashmir, and in Ladakh, we still don't have a chief minister, right?
Irsan Trivedi, is democracy the concern for Mr. Kejriwal or power? Nikhil Jain, who supports the Congress, says it's power. He's only concerned, mera government bacha rehna chahiye. 370 can go, Omar Abdullah can watch out for himself, Mr. Gehlot can watch out for himself. He even went to Rajasthan and he went and told Ashok Gehlot that you're as corrupt as Vasundhara Raje. Mr. Trivedi, you've muted yourself. Can you please unmute?
See, as far as what I'm seeing, I mean, this is not a state matter. It's a matter of a national thing. I mean, democracy to be preserved in a very particular way that Congress itself has been suffering. I mean, it was being suffered in Maharashtra as well. When the governor interfered with the governance of whatever the public actually elected, and there was an alliance between Shiv Sena, Congress, and NCP. Governor when interfered in that particular manner, then Congress was the party who raised all these questions.
But democracy didn't matter when 370 was revoked.
We have seen
here is what Nikhil Jain is saying. He's like, democracy didn't matter to you when 370 was revoked.
So basically, when it is a national matter, I mean, Congress. I know Congress is a mature party, and of course it's an old party, and they should think over it, and they should. I mean, whatever the grudges with Arvind Kejriwal as in person, but when it is a national matter, I mean, they should be very much.
National matter, Nikhil Jain. Look beyond, because tomorrow it could be Rajasthan. There could be an ordinance the centre brings in for Rajasthan, in Chhattisgarh.
See, that is what all the opposition parties have been telling Mr. Kejriwal, that democracy is under threat across the country. It's not just Delhi, not just Kashmir, not just Rajasthan. It's everywhere. But he only listens when it concerns him. How can the opposition trust a man like that? See, he's trying to build a consensus with the Congress on one hand. On the other hand, where Rajasthan elections are about to come and it is obviously justified between the Congress and the BJP, he's going on slinging mud at the Congress. Why is he not saying anything against the BJP? in Rajasthan. He will only sling mud at the Congress there, because that is what he's been doing all along. He's been going to those states where the fight is only between Congress and BJP, or Congress and some other party, and he's been going at it against the Congress. So why is the Congress, or any other opposition party for that matter, is going to support him?
Just out of curiosity also, Irsan Trivedi, if you wanted to get into the good books of the Congress, Ashok Gehlot ko कायर और नीच कहना is hardly a way to woo him, no? You go to गंगानगर, you say बड़ी नीच हरकत कर दी, कितने कायर लोग हैं ये, and then you're like, आप हमारे पीछे क्यों नहीं खड़े हो रहे?
I mean, why? I mean, see, when it is a matter of particular state, and whatever is happening in Rajasthan,
Mr. Trivedi,
I mean, people are watching.
आदमी तो वही है ना, उसको कायर बुला के उससे उसका हाथ थोड़ी ना मिलाएंगे. You can't say you are a terrible person, but let us be friends. What a coward! But I love you.
No. I mean, why you are just? I mean, is Mr. Gehlot is Congress? Is Mr. Gehlot individual person? Is a Congress that government?
Yes,
is having
he
some
is
problems.
from the Congress. He very much is from the Congress.
As a national party, if there is wrong which is going on Rajasthan, I mean, people have right to. I mean, raise the questions and all that.
Okay.
But it is a matter of national thing that
JVC Sriram, do you think it's interesting?
Congress is,
although it's interesting that you mentioned that.
Support of Gehlot ji. We are not seeking support of Mr. Gehlot. I mean, we are seeking support of any person who are willing to save democracy.
All right. So Arvind Kejriwal is not appealing to Ashok Gehlot, JVC Sriram. Yes. He is appealing to Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge. And it's an interesting point that Irsan Trivedi is making, because if Rahul Gandhi can ignore what Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is saying in West Bengal, then maybe he can also ignore what Ashok Gehlot is saying in Rajasthan.
There are only 3 chief ministers that the Congress has, if I'm right: Chhattisgarh, Karnataka and Rajasthan. And today, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is a disqualified MP. And do you think, disrespecting a chief minister of a state, that to a Congress leader who was supposed to have been contested for the presidency, is it the right side of Aam Aadmi Party? Point number 1. Point number 2, this is basically a bunch of political parties who are trying to create optics that things are not good. Somebody went walking saying that I'm going to unite India, and then he goes abroad and talks bad against India time and again. And this is just a show. And more importantly, where is unity, Padmaja? PRS is not there, JDS is not there, BSP is not there, YSRCP is not there, BJD is not there. Now, these are ruling parties. Now you have YSRCP, which is ruling party. Biju Janata Dal is a ruling party. You have Samajwadi Party. If they come, Akhilesh comes, Mayawati will not come. If Mayawati comes,
but let me say this. You keep focusing on the people who are not attending. Among those who have confirmed, they have 250 seats between them, JVC Sriram. 250 seats. So if together they win 250 seats, then at least they have stopped the BJP in their tracks. They won't make the government for sure.
I understand. Now, I can tell you, if there is a scope for opposition unity, I had mentioned it immediately after the 2019 election. Mamata Banerjee, Sharad Pawar and YS Jagan Mohan Reddy need to come into the Congress. The family need to sacrifice their interests for the sake of Congress, which they have not done. Look at 1989, how Janata Dal was able to form a government, National Front, because Janata Dal contested only in 225 seats to 244 seats, and Bharatiya Janata Party contested only 225 seats, and there was one opposition candidate in most of the places. That is not going to happen. Do you think Congress is going to cede space to Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab?
Okay, everyone wants to respond to you. First, Niti Jain, and then I will come to you, Irsan Trivedi, and I really must get in Lav Kumar Singh also. Niti Jain, yes.
Talking about is pretty evident on your debate with the first 2 speakers that were talking. The second point being the agenda that we're talking about. What exactly is it that these people are trying to unite for? The only agenda is anti-BJP, anti-Modi, and that is because they want to save their own corruption and their commission agenda.
No, it's democracy. It's democracy, which is bigger than everything else. They are uniting for democracy.
That's what they are saying. But that has nothing that they have been able to prove it, because democracy is not in khatra. जैसे भारत is not undivided, भारत already जुड़ा हुआ है, उसी तरीके से democracy is not in khatra. The second very important point that you said was the 250 seats of these collective people. Now the point there is that most of these parties are regional parties, and like you yourself said, that most of these regional parties don't want to cede their own seats to Congress. The regional parties, so if Nitish Kumar ji goes to West Bengal and fights elections, makes no dent. Mamata Banerjee goes to Bihar, fights the election, makes no dent. So the magic wand is Congress. Now, Congress is asking for a majority number of seats. How many of these regional parties are letting the Congress party accommodate on Nitish Kumarji's agenda of one seat, one opposition? So that is where the entire fight is. These people are not on the same page ideologically, or in the states they are fighting. And if you say कि हमने आज अशोक गहलोत को बोल दिया, कांग्रेस को थोड़ी बोला, so the कार्यकर्ता that has been opposing you ideologically on ground is not going to support you for the Lok Sabha elections just because you come together with Rahul Gandhi.
Okay, Love
on ground will still have those issues.
Okay, लव कुमार सिंह जी, ये बताइए कि इतने सारे मुद्दे सामने रखे गए हैं, क्योंकि इसके सूत्रधार एक तरीके से नीतीश जी हैं, उनके सामने 4 मुद्दे रखे गए हैं। ऑर्डिनेंस दिल्ली वाला, या 450 सीटें पे कॉमन कैंडिडेट, या फिर करप्शन, या फिर मतलब यानी कि ईडी सीबीआई का मिसयूज, या फिर जो कि अखिलेश यादव कह रहे हैं कि आप पिछड़ा, दलित और अल्पसंख्यक वाला फॉर्मूला अपनाए, पीडीए। कौन सा फॉर्मूला होगा वो मैजिक बुलेट?
देखिए पद्मजा, जब कोई बड़े उद्देश्य को लेकर आदमी चलता है तो छोटी छोटी चीजों को छोड़ना पड़ता है। सभी पार्टियों को एक लाने वाला जो नीतीश कुमार का एक फॉर्मूला है, एक के अगेंस्ट अगर एक लड़ेगा तो उस स्थिति में निश्चित तौर पर बीजेपी की सीटें 100 से नीचे आ जाएंगी, इसमें कहीं से कोई दो मत नहीं।
भाई अपनी और रही बात, दे कौन रहा है कांग्रेस को रीजनल पार्टीज में? सवाल तो वो उठता है ना सर।
नहीं, सवाल देखिए, सवाल जैसे ही अभी तो
कांग्रेस को सीटें छोड़नी पड़ेंगी या रीजनल पार्टीज को छोड़नी पड़ेंगी अगर ये लोग
लड़ाई है
तो वेयर इज दैट यूनिटी?
नहीं, जिस तरह से यूनिटी की बात हो रही है, अभी 23 तारीख को मीटिंग रखा गया है, उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें डिसाइड होगी और सभी लोग एकजुट होकर लड़ाई लड़ेंगे, तभी अभी जो एनडीए की सरकार है उसको
सर अभी मुद्दे पे ही एकजुट नहीं हो पा रहे हैं। आप तो सीट की बात कर रहे हैं, सीट तो बहुत बड़ी बात है, मतलब सीट छोड़ देना बहुत बड़ी बात है। सोचिए, मतलब कोई अगर बोले कि वहां सिटिंग एमपी है कांग्रेस का और कल को नीतीश जी कहें कि नहीं जी ये तो सारी सीटें जेडीयू और आरजेडी लड़ेंगे, ऐसा थोड़ी ना दे देंगे वो अपनी सीट।
पद्मजा ऐसा होगा भी नहीं ना।
या बंगाल में अधीर रंजन चौधरी थोड़ा ना कहेंगे कि ममता जी आप लड़ लो मुर्शिदाबाद में चला, वो संन्यास छोड़ना ले लेंगे राजनीति से।
मैंने पद्मजा मैंने बड़े स्पष्ट शब्दों में कहा कि इस तरह का नहीं होगा। सारा जो फार्मूला जो सबको मान्य होगा उसी पे लड़ाई लड़ी जाएगी। लेकिन रही बात, जब आप कोई बड़े उद्देश्य के लिए लड़ाई लड़ते हैं तो छोटे उद्देश्यों को तो पीछे रखना पड़ेगा ना, छोटी छोटी चीजों पर तकरार नहीं करना पड़ेगा। और अनुभव है,
आप लोग कोई क्या करेंगे वो हमको नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है, एनडीए को
सफलता मिलेगी।
Okay, JVC Sriram wants to make a quick point. These are small technicalities. JVC Sriram, yes.
What is saving democracy? Congress party brought emergency into this country, and more importantly, let me ask you, Padmaja, is media one of the pillar of democracy? Isn't it Aam Aadmi party arrested and times now employee for showcasing certain important things which people need to know? Are these people going to save the democracy who throw the media people into jail and who bring emergency into this country? That is the kind of reputation they have.
Sir,
and they do not have any right
that is, I think, not even a consideration. Leave that. There were congressmen who were picked up and jailed by the TMC in West Bengal. But like Love Kumar Singh said, when you are out for a grand project, small things like this, your people being picked up, your people being jailed, abusing each other at the state level, these can be ignored. But will they be ignored when they are in the same room? We'll keep a close watch. Thanks very much, all gentlemen. Neeti Jain for joining me. That's it then from me on this edition of The Nation Wants to Know. I'll see you next at 10 on the News Hour channel.